Hello, internet people. It is Paige and Derp here with you for another YouTube video. Yeah. So I went on vacation this past weekend. I went to the Great Snoqualmie Mountains. Insert photos here, but boom, boom, boom. It was really great. It was really peaceful, and it brought out a part of me that I haven't seen in a minute, and I wanted to talk about that because I really benefited from the stillness that I was able to put in myself. And that's just because I was on vacation. I didn't really have anything else to do other than to focus on this. So like I said, with everything, it's a practice. You're gonna have to try again and again to make anything really, really work for you. So whatever, like I said, we're gonna talk about it though. And what I want to talk about is specifically like meditation and why you should try meditation. So everybody and their brother is probably like, meditation is so hard, or I'm more productive if I'm working, or I don't know. You guys make up the weirdest excuses for why you don't want to meditate. And I'm just here to kind of debunk that, because, I mean, I get it. I've been in a position where I didn't want to meditate and people were telling me to, and I was like, no, please stop. Like, I'm good living my life, thinking all the time, like, I don't need you, kind of thing. So here's the thing, though. It's not as hard of work as you think it is. Actually, I think you think it's hard work because you don't know what you're doing, basically. So, here to let you know, it's actually not that hard to do meditation because you're literally asking yourself to deliberately do nothing. Oh my gosh, right. So I feel like that's a pretty doable thing for a lot of people, considering you do that when you sleep already. So, I mean, it's not a waste of time. So, and I can further explain why that's not a waste of time to deliberately do nothing, because there's benefit out of it. Trust me, there's benefit. So, I've talked previously in my past videos about the fact that we're all energy. So that being said, energy can either stick with you, chill with you, bounce with you all day, or you can let it just like free flow and yada yada yada. The thing is, people are like, well, how do I get to pick which one happens? Like, how do I get to pick if my energy free flows, or if I get bent out of shape about like an emotion or something like that? And the answer is meditation. Da 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 da. Like, guess what? It's creating space. So, huge thing. Think about light. So, we've all had that like annoying brother, shout out to mine, that would take like a phone and there'd be like the sun coming down. They'd take the phone and they'd angle it so it like glare right in your eye. Think about that with like anything, pretty much. Like, if you really focus on it and you really like highlight something, and highlighting something being thinking about it a lot, or like doing it a lot or whatnot, or being involved with something a lot, it's gonna get intense, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's gonna be more of a dense feeling, and it's gonna be a lot more just direct and just very intense, like I said. So everybody, like, really think about how that felt when, like I said, somebody like shot something in your eye, or like you got, like an ant kind of thing with like a magnifying glass with the light, and that kind of situation. I don't know what kind of childhood you guys had, but I've tried both of those things. So if you're having a hard time understanding energy transfers and like what, if you're just more of a visual person, like that's a good visual representation. You can kind of feel it too. So that being said, everything is like that. Like, it's not just light. I mean, you can see light in that fashion, but like everything is in that fashion. It's interesting to me what meditation does provide, and that is that space. Like, let's say you wanted a new car, and you had been thinking about a new car, you're thinking about the car you currently have, you hate your car, everything sucks about that car, like, you're really invested in this situation. The thing is, you're choosing to kind of focus your energy on that. So if you're like, just constantly thinking about, like, nitpicking a current situation, basically, or not even nitpicking, just like being involved and participating in that situation rather than like observing it and kind of just letting it flow. Because that's the kind of two vibes that you can get, basically. Like I said, you can let the energy flow through you and you're just kind of like on your way, or it like is bouncing around and you exploiting itself in different ways throughout your day. So what I found through meditation, and especially through this trip, is if you are allowing yourself space and allowing yourself that like moment to like and just observe, whether it be during the moment or after the moment or before the moment's even happened, you know, like making it a morning thing, a night thing, building meditation just into your lifestyle in general. Holy cow, things hit you different. You start feeling more full and fulfilled by things because you're like not so emotionally afflicted by them, and you're not so physically stimulated by everything that you see and everything that happens to you, because you can observe. But you have to practice it. Meditation and everything in this world is a practice. You can't just do it and then you're like, I'm not perfect, and like that's okay. I really just feel like people think that meditation is gonna be something that is gonna be, you know, preoccupying the space. But in reality, it's freeing up the space. It's creating space for you to do more things, for you to, you know, be the best you. Another thing that is so funny to me is excuses that people get about why they shouldn't meditate. So I'm gonna clear those up real quick for you. One common excuse that I hear is that I can't get my brain to slow down. Honey, meditation is made for people like you. Like, that's what it's gonna help you do. Now, if you're like kind of ADHD about it and you're feeling a little fidgety, like try yoga and meditation, you know, or like fishing, or like do something at the same time. Go for a walk, you know, do something at the same time physically, but like get your head focused on breathing. And you know what? The beautiful thing about meditation is that you're meant to have thoughts come in your head. I know, I said it, but it's okay. You just don't have to do anything about it. It goes in your head, but you breathe. You're like, oh, a thought. And then you let it out. And as you exhale, that thought exhales. You don't have to judge it. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to like act on it, unless it's like, you know, calling your mom or something. Like, yeah, maybe call your mom. I don't know. But the point of the matter is like, if your brain is working too fast or your body feels like you're moving too fast, like this is it. Period. Like, this is what you need to really benefit, because if your body is like that, you probably have a hard time falling asleep. You probably have a hard time focusing. You probably have a hard time enjoying things because you're constantly stimulated by everything in your head, in the outside world. So meditation really creates that space, but allows you to have a little bit more freedom to do what you want to do instead of just constantly like going, if that makes sense. Another thing I hear a lot is that people say meditation is a waste of time. Covered this already pretty much, but it's not a waste of time. It's really beneficial to your mental health, your physical health. I can't even tell you the benefits of just taking a couple breaths when you are feeling overwhelmed. Like, that can take something that is near panic attack level down to like, oh, okay, I'm fine. Like, you don't have to pop a Xanax or a Klonopin to do that. You can do that with your own mind, but it takes practice. And that's something that I think this world is kind of waking up to now. You know, medicine is not the answer to everything. You can't just take medicine and be fixed. That's not how you got sick. That's not how you're going to be fixed, point blank. So, like all things, though, meditation is gonna come with a reward. You're not gonna sit there and suffer. One, you're gonna get rested. You're gonna feel great afterwards. You might even fall asleep and have a great night's sleep if you do it before bed. Honestly, I do it every morning and every night before bed, just because I need that time to just create space throughout my day, because like I said, the more that you do it, the more it presents itself and exploits itself throughout your life. I'd rather feel peace and have that be overflowing out into the world than have constant inner struggles and inner pain that I'm neglecting because I'm not stopping to think be what's projecting out into the world. So meditation provides that gap in between, but the peace that you feel comes with such emotional satisfaction. Like, you will learn how to control your emotions, how to really learn to be happy and enjoy everything that happens to you, because you realize that it's happening whether you want it to or not, and you can choose to be involved in it and participate and be engaged in whatever it is that is trying to engage you, or you can sit back and kind of watch it and, you know, participate as needed, but in a peaceful, more aware and loving, united type of way. And you can only achieve that by disconnecting from your ego self, which you do in meditation when you're focusing on your breath. And I really feel confident that meditation can heal people, and that's why I'm empowered to share this and let people know that it really is something you should try, and to not be scared, because it's not that scary. It's really, honestly, very peaceful, and it brings you a lot more everything else that you'd want in life. Meditation will just let your thoughts rest. It'll bring you peace because you are allowing yourself to rest. Think about your mental health the same way that you would think about your physical health. You wouldn't run for 14 hours a day, and if you do, like, you shouldn't. I mean, that's just, it's not practical, it's not healthy, and even if you don't feel too bad now, it's gonna catch up to you. Stress will catch up to you. And that's the thing about meditation, is that you collect yourself without really having to do anything. It's not that hard because you're not doing anything other than letting things happen. And honestly, I get how that can feel hard, but it's only a mental limitation because you're probably wanting too much control. So it'll provide some self-awareness that maybe you're not ready for yet, but honestly, give it a try. You have nothing to lose, really. You really don't. So that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching and just tuning in and hanging out with me. I really like that I've got a little community on here that are interested in just helping themselves and being the best you. So we got this. We'll do it together. And if you have any questions, I'm always just chilling, so I'm here to help. But yeah, have a great whatever day it is, and see you later.